On Tuesday, the 21st of February 2023, the US Securities and Exchange Commission fined the Mormon Church and its investment arm, Ensign Peak Advisors, $5 million
This is unacceptable behavior.
Settle down.
for hiding $32 billion of stocks in shell companies. Interestingly, when reporting this, global news outlets like BBC, CNN, AP News all used the Mormon Church in their tagline. They totally ignored the style guide that Russell M. Nelson put out a few years ago, where he demanded that the church be called the full name. Suck on that one, Rusty. One of the big points is that Ensign Peak Advisors didn't have any authority to undertake this illegal activity or create these shell companies without the express permission of the First Presidency of the Church. I know, right? You can't just move $32 billion around without Russell putting his stamp of approval upon it. Therefore, I would argue, and I'm sure many of you would, that the First Presidency and the presiding bishopric, who are also responsible for this dumpster fire, are liars and fraudsters. But what else is one to expect from an organization who glorifies and praises, in hymns, Joseph Smith, who defrauded the members and others through land speculation and the Kirtland Banking Society disaster? But some of you might be thinking, why does a charitable organization need $32 billion or $100 billion or just billions of dollars anyway? The bastion of truth and transparency, that is Fair Mormon, attempts to answer the question with an article entitled, "Is the Church Excessively Hoarding Money That Should Be Given to Charities?" In the article, Fair claims that giving money to developing nations would harm the populace in that nation, fund corruption in that nation, and encourage aid reliance rather than self-reliance, damaging the local economy and putting shopkeepers out of business. What an interesting way to twist things around so that you can keep your money. They also explain the following. Church leaders have overwhelming confidence and faith in the future of the church. The church's financial planning is extremely long-term, and the church is planning far beyond next quarter's earnings, this presidency, or even this generation. The prophets plan for the church to stick around past the second coming, and saving funds shows they are serious about the future growth of the church. This statement would imply that they're saving money not only to use before, but after the second coming of Jesus Christ. But that might raise a few questions. The prophesied cataclysmic events of the rapture will most likely crash global markets and destroy the world economy. In that case, would the stocks and shares be worth nothing at all? Totally worthless. Big fat goose egg. Will the church then attempt to cash out before the crash? Will it try to move the value of the stocks into commodities like gold or silver? Will Jesus even want the gold or silver? We're told that Jesus will come as a thief in the night. So how will they know when to cash out? Are they just gambling with all this tithing money? It's claimed that during the millennium, the world is going to be run by a theocracy of church leaders and Jesus. Oh, joygasm. So what will the monetary system of this new world order actually be? Will we have the law of consecration with Jesus kind of running this perfect society of Mormons, doing each other favors and not being greedy at all? Will capitalism even be a thing in this new world order? In an official statement from the church, they say they're sorry.
I am sorry. I have been a horse's ass.
More specifically, they say, we affirm our commitment to comply with the law, regret mistakes made, and now consider the matter closed. You're only sorry when you get caught. The church has stated that they're going to pay the fines using money from for-profit ventures, but we all know that these ventures were started with members' donations or the money made off land stolen from the indigenous population in the Utah Valley when Brigham rolled into town. Any way you cut it, these guys and those that went before are as bent as a 9-bob note.